Welcome, guys. Guess what time it is? It's dinner time. Tonight for dinner, I am making eggplant pizza. And I'm going to roast vegetables in the oven to make my sauce. I'm making a rustic pepper tomato sauce. And my son evidently tells me that it is National Pizza Week. So I'm making my pizza with eggplant today. So come along and I will show you how to do that. First, I'm going to wash my vegetables, get them prepared, just a rough chop on my tomatoes, my peppers. I have a whole onion actually in this bag. It's just cut in half, two halves, make a whole. All right, I have some elephant garlic. I'm going to leave it kind of chunky on there and in my baking sheet. And I also have some basil, my Parmesan cheese that I'll use for my topping. My eggplant will definitely be done separately than my tomatoes, peppers, my red sweet peppers, onions, tomatoes. Also have a little bit of tomato in this bag I'm going to incorporate in there, and some basil and garlic, a little bit of salt, olive oil drizzle, and those vegetables are going to roast in the oven. I have my oven right now preheating at 450. Yes, I know that's hot, but it's going to make such great things happen to my vegetables on my baking sheet. It's going to caramelize it, and such huge flavor, guys. Such a simple way to make a good sauce quickly. And you can choose to make it chunky, which is the way I'm going to leave it today. Or you can choose to put it in a blender and make it smooth. It's totally up to you what you choose to do with that. And you'll understand more as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead and get started washing my vegetables. I'm preparing to get the trays ready. All right, they're washed and ready to go. I'm going to start chopping, slicing, dicing. I'm going to add a generous amount of my olive oil to my baking sheet for my veggies. Get a good amount on there. Guys, if you're looking for an exact amount on things, recipes, I'm not that person. You're on the wrong channel. I just wing it. I just go with it. Make something delicious and nutritious. All right, I have added my oil to my pan, my olive oil. And I'm gonna put my cut up vegetables on there. All right, there it is. Everything is chopped and on the pan. Now I'm gonna sprinkle with some coarse sea salt. A couple sprinkles, all right. And I have some dry basil. I'm going to sprinkle over top of this as well. And I'm going to give another drizzle of olive oil. I did not want to move it around on my pan to get it on the vegetables because I don't want the olive oil to get off of the bottom of the pan. This is going to cook on a really high heat. So there's going to be caramelization on the pan from the juices. I left the seeds in the tomatoes. And I don't want any of the olive oil off the bottom of the pan because then everything will just kind of get messed up. So anyways, this is just my way of doing it, guys. If you have a better way, go for it. We're just making something healthy, delicious, and nutritious. All right, I'm going to get my roasted peppers, tomatoes, onions, and garlic in the oven with my basil and get it roasting, and then get my eggplant sliced and ready to go. I'll be back. And by the way, I'm putting this on the bottom rack in my oven so that it can get all the good juices flowing and get that caramelization going. All right, so for my eggplant, I am not putting oil on my pan. I do want to pat my eggplant slices dry, and they're going to roast in the oven. The temperature is fine where it is. They're going to cook quickly, but it's just they're pre-cooking because I have to wait till my sauce is done so that I can prepare my actual eggplant pizzas. So this is going to be, I'm going to set all my eggplant on my pan, pat them well front and back with a paper towel. They're about a half an inch thick, maybe. All right. And then I'm going to roast them in the oven. Flip them when I notice that they're going to start looking like they're browned. And then take them out of the oven. It'll be super simple. And again, I can't stress this enough, guys. If you're looking for a recipe, I'm not that place. You know me by now. I don't follow recipes. I just wing it, make things up as I go along, and have fun. Oh yeah, we got one more over here. Almost forgot. Okay. So, I'm going to pat each one of these front and back with a paper towel. If you have more time, you can let these sit out and kind of get that extra moisture out of them. They're very porous. But this was kind of a last minute decision to make this today. That's how I fly. All right. So once I finish this side, I'll go on to the next side and pat dry, and then I'm gonna pop it in the oven. I'll be back. There they are, just putting them in the oven. Shouldn't take that long, maybe 5-7 minutes, something like that, before I flip my eggplant. And my lower rack is just going to be in here doing its thing. I'll be back. Okay, it's time to flip my eggplant. You see they're starting to get golden. I'm going to flip them and put them back in for a little bit longer. This is just the pre-cook on my eggplant, guys, because when I top it with my amazing rustic sauce that I'm making and put some mozzarella cheese on there, I'll put it back in the oven to work its magic. Oop, come back here. Super simple, guys. And you don't even have to do anything yet. Alright, I'm going to put this back in the oven. Also, whenever the time comes that my vegetables are caramelizing, which not yet, they're starting to bubble. But when the time comes that they caramelize, I'm going to use my potato masher and mash these bad boys. And I'll show you all that when I do it. But it's going to be so good. So delicious. Alright, so now I'm just going to wait for my eggplant to finish. Put that on the side of the counter when it's done. I'll let you know. And then we'll wait on our vegetables to finish. I'll be back. It's time to remove my eggplant from the oven. And I'm going to give my veggies a little mix up. Alright. I'm going to just set these up here. Leave them be. And pull my bottom rack out. And just move them around a little bit. Smells so good already. Yum, all these flavors. And of course, guys, use the ingredients you like. But trust me, you'll be doing yourself a favor if you use these ingredients in your dish to make this amazing sauce that I'm making. And I use a lot of garlic in here. In this, I used elephant garlic, which is the giant size cloves. And I used all but one of the giant cloves in my whole bulb of my elephant garlic. Alright? Anyways, yum. It's not time to mash yet. I'll be back. And it's been like 15-20 minutes so far. Still got a little bit of time left, probably 20 more minutes before it's time to really start getting into the mashing. Guys, it's been about 10 minutes since I was here last, and I'm gonna pull my tray out and just kind of start smashing some stuff. It's starting to get tender. I just want more tomato juice flowing, so that's all I'm doing, starting to smash. Things are getting very fragrant, very cooked, but they're not there yet. Alright? So you're just gonna scoop in, push out, squish, squish, smash, smash, and move things around. Alright? That's it. I'm gonna push it back in there in another 10 minutes. Smash some more. I'm going to put it on broil for the last couple of minutes just to get the tops brown. And then it's time to eat. What do you think, guys? Look at that. Listen to that. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell that. It's time. I'm taking it out of the oven. It's time to plate my dish. That is finished. Let's get this in our plate. There it is, guys. It's time to eat. I made a little side salad. All I did was cut up some of my romaine lettuce, cucumber, a little bit of Kalamata olives, feta cheese. I peeled one of my little clementines and drizzled some olive oil and balsamic vinegar over top of that. That's it. Super simple. Make good choices. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you next time for another healthy, nutritious meal. Bye. Looking like it's going to be leftovers.